are you beautiful people doing? Vast Difference is back. This show is a podcast where me and him debate incredibly stupid things back and forth.
That's right, we do. We're stupid.
Whether it's Sully versus Flick or Mike Beebe versus Tuna Fish.
Hey,
right?
I'll take the tuna.
And I'll take the bibs on that one next week. We go head to head, and the winner is only crowned once Tyus reads us the poll, okay, which is on that Instagram that comes out every Sunday. All right? In our story, every Sunday, you got to know. You got to vote. Tell your friends. It's Sunday night. You're not doing anything. It's free. So you know, from 8 to 10, every single night, or every Sunday night, my bad, there's going to be a poll out for Vast Difference. Just vote on it.
You have a full 24 hours.
Yeah, you got a full 24 hours.
Vote.
Yeah, vote to your heart's content. This week, we are doing the best Pixar movie. Or I guess Disney Pixar if you want to be that fucking asshole. Yeah. But I'm choosing Monsters, Inc. And then this guy will talk about what he wants. So
I'm going Bug's Life. It is a great flick. No pun intended. Actually, yeah, fuck it, pun intended.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie, and we'll get head to head on this one. We'll see how you feel about it.
First things first. Follow the podcast, Vast Difference, and 1722 on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok.
Let's get those numbers up.
Yeah, we get those numbers up, everything. Just share it. You know, whatever you want to do, help us grow. You're right? Thank you. We love you. All right, so how do you want to start this? I don't remember who started the last episode, and we're sponsored by White Claw this week, so I'm definitely not going to know.
Thank you, White Claw.
Yes, thank you. We got that 12-pack in the fridge. Thank you. It was free from them. I was very honored.
Seltzer that's hard.
Hard. 3 R's.
The only thing that's white that we all agree upon.
It's probably clear. Oh, there we go. White Claw versus beer. I take beer. Blake takes White Claw?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, fine. That'll be a debate. All right. Look forward to that.
The one thing I have like 3 of a year. Yeah. I will fight for it, though.
But yeah, that is not happening right
Today,
now. It's Pixar.
Okay.
All right.
So, Bug's Life. All right, came out in 1998. I was a young chub back then, and I was living life to the fullest. Then, Bug's Life comes out. I see a movie about ants, okay? And at first, you're kind of like, ants? They're small. They're boring. What the fuck do they got going on?
Yeah.
And then Disney/Pixar found a way to make ants seem like the most funny, relatable movie of all time.
Yeah, they were the cool kids of the 90s.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah. Flick was like fucking cooler than Stone Cold at one point. That says something.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much shit that Flick did in the movie, can do. It's the greatest underdog story. He gets the girl, which is also the queen, by the way. So Flick was in there. Like, he was getting the best
Flick
of the
probably
food.
had like over 150 grand in kids.
Right. He was a nobody at the beginning, fucking shit up. But towards the end, he got it all.
You know, I just want to say, like, I know I'm debating, but I just want to say real quick, though. With Bug's Life, or A Bug's Life, but I'm not going to be that asshole who adds every time. But the problem that I've always had with that fucking movie is no one appreciates his inventions. He's literally saving you fucking time with everything he's doing in the movie. And by the end of it, you take one of his ideas, only one of Flick's ideas.
Right.
Everyone else is doing their shit hand by hand, and he has like a fucking erector set on his back.
At least Flick is trying.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing, Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Okay. Sorry. My bad. But yeah.
Sitting on your little pink ass, not doing shit.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
That's right. Flick is out there. He's hustling.
Yeah.
He's on the dock too. But he's finding a way to mass produce.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's trying not to break his back.
And he also knows...
And it would have worked had that one little thing not slipped.
The one little rock.
Yeah.
Just whoosh, that one little thing. So that takes me to my point. Flick is an idiot, and he fucked it up for everybody. So really, if you think about it, Flick is kind of the antagonist of the movie. Because, if you think about how long did the ants go without eating after he fucked that up? How many days?
They were still surviving, because you've seen them in there. They had stuff stashed, but they weren't going to get far. But then Hopper comes in, and he makes problems worse. But I don't know how long they would have lasted had they not shown up.
And that's another thing, okay? Hopper, that's where we're going with. for the character of the movie, a grasshopper. Right. There's so many more bugs you could have had that are way more terrifying. Have the fucking praying mantis in the circus. Have him be the villain, because I can tell you this: a praying mantis is way more of a badass and way more of a predator than a goddamn grasshopper.
Actually trying to be creative. They could have went the easy route. They could have had a spider be the bad guy, but you know what? Nope, spider on their side.
And it looks just like Angelina Jolie.
Exactly.
So they really went for it on that one.
Sexiest 8-leg freak I ever seen.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
So basically what I'm saying is Monsters, Inc., though, what does it have going for it? Probably the shittiest movie of all time, I'd say.
Oh, fuck over
on
yourself.
On the list of Pixar movies, I think it would be at the very bottom of the list.
You think for 1 second that Monsters fucking Inc. is on the bottom list when you have Bolt out there in the world? You have Meet the Robinsons out there in the world?
We're including those movies?
They're Pixar, bitch. They're Disney.
Okay.
Those all count.
Okay, sure, those are lower.
Yeah, I was going to say, get the fuck out of here.
We'll say of the classics.
Is that okay, of the classics. Okay. Yeah. Still highly disagree, though.
Well, let's get into it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Well, first of all, Tyus already kind of gave me 1 point, the theme song. Does Bug's Life have a theme song?
Randy Newman.
I don't think so.
At the beginning of the movie.
But it's not a theme. People go around town, beep, 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 like all that shit, people do that.
And
all right?
Randy Newman did that song too.
Yeah, Randy Newman.
Yeah,
shout out.
Well, that's the thing though. We can't always say Randy Newman because he's Pixar. Yeah. He's the Ronald McDonald of Pixar.
True. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay.
Like you can't take his shit.
Shout out Randy Newman.
Outshot. I was gonna give him a shout out.
Well, I already did, but I took it back because you're right. It's in all the movies, so we can't use him as a point.
Next best difference: Randy Newman versus Phil Collins. We got this.
All right, I'll take Phil.
But okay, we got some things here, okay? With Monsters, Inc., it's the first movie where, at least for Pixar, I can't say for other, corporations and shit, but for Pixar, where you'd seen monsters as a kid, at least. Mm-hmm. And you weren't like, oh, I'm pissing my pants right now. I'm horrified. I am losing it. You were like, oh, Mike Wazowski, let's I'm stronger than him.
More fake ideas for kids of things that don't exist.
Let's
sell more lies because we're Disney.
That's not selling lies.
With the ants, we see the ants. But what do we really know about the ants? Nothing. A monster, you might be able to learn a little bit of fantasy. You might be able, have some schizophrenia.
They teach you about race. Because there's always shit different between the aliens. Or monsters, actually. Aliens and monsters.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, we're trying to do a movie in a world like there's monsters and all this shit.
They go through doors. Bug's Life is like weak, okay? Monsters Inc., they get into these worlds through a fucking door.
Can you imagine working at 12, having to scare people? Sully was putting in work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude.
And we're trying to sit here and act like they're not bad people. Exactly. They're still out there scaring kids. To those kids, from their perspective.
Yes.
Those are bad people.
But the kids, though?
Nobody fucks with Sully.
But the kids don't know that that's how they make their money. That's how they live their life. They're just surviving. Sully doesn't want to scare kids anymore.
Okay.
Right?
Does that make it right? Does that make it okay?
It does.
So as long as you're making money, you can treat kids however the fuck you want.
Oh my God, here we go.
I see how it goes.
Oh God, here we go.
Keep the lights on.
Yeah. See, exactly. What happens when Boo screams?
That little bitch, you think I give a fuck about her?
It's the cutest character in film history.
Yeah, she's not that cute.
Yeah, until she
fuck
cries.
Out of here. Well, yeah, she's I don't like that one.
She can't be that cute. Where the fuck were her parents? She was gone for what, 2 days? Was there ever a human coming to look for her? They were glad she's gone. Boo, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. No.
Worst character in the history of Disney.
So you're telling me when Randall takes her into the fucking basement and he gets his little three-eyed goon to do the whole thing to her face, she's like, sorry, that didn't fucking hit you?
No, what hits me is the fact that they don't actually get to keep her down there. When she comes back, that's when I get sad.
Oh my God, get the fuck over yourself. Also, another thing I just brought up, actually. Randall, VC or VS Hopper, Randall all day long. Way better character, would destroy Hopper on any day of the week.
Randall didn't have shit. He was a guy who thought something of himself but wasn't anything. Hopper was the king of the grasshoppers. He took the world by storm.
Was he? Because that bird ate his ass.
It took a bird. Much larger. Okay?
Oh my God, you're fucking outside your mind.
No, that's like Brock Lesnar fighting you. Okay? We expect it because it's a bird. We understand. Of course, Hopper's not going to make it out alive. All right? But Randall...
Yeah.
And first of all, he's not even scary. Out of all the monsters in the movie,
No,
like
he's
the
not
ones
scary.
that they make more
But that's the
cute
thing. That's
and
the thing.
fun
He doesn't
are
have to
scarier
be.
He
looking
can
than
scare you
Rambo.
though.
He doesn't have. Yeah, exactly. You fuck bitch.
Like,
Okay.
he literally
Imagine
camouflages,
him.
He just pops up in your
Imagine
face.
he's
You would
right there.
jump.
Imagine. Yeah.
You would jump.
He's
There's
just
no
saying.
way.
Yeah, I don't believe your fucking
Nah, I
ass.
just feel like, what's up?
You fucktard. No way. He can camouflage to the fucking Toy Story wallpaper. We all seen the Easter egg. We all seen it in the movie. He can turn into brick, okay? He could be sitting there the entire time. You go to game up, yeah, it was a good episode, guys. I think that's really going to get us popular. And then, boom, he comes out and you just see glasses floating and shit.
Okay, so you tell me
Way
what happens
scarier
if you're
than
walking
Hopper.
past some dirt and you see a group of ants building a fucking bird together and managing all that shit together. And then you throw in some fucking praying mantis, and then you got a fucking caterpillar who's flying now. Okay?
Yeah, come on.
All right? They're running a fucking carnival.
Let's
They're
get out of
setting
there.
shit on fire.
You know how many times I have personal
They're
beef.
also running restaurants. Okay? Imagine seeing all that in a fucking anime.
I said no salt.
That's right. First of all, there's not a single thing in Monsters, Inc., and I mean this wholeheartedly.
Oh, I knew this was
There's
coming.
not a single thing
Here we go.
in Monsters, Inc.
I knew
that
this.
is funnier than some of the funniest moments of Bug's Life. Because I'll put the funniest moments of Bug's Life up against some of the funniest movie moments of all fucking time.
All right, say it. We all know
All
what
right?
you're... Yeah,
The
come on.
funniest movie moment in Pixar history, possibly in movie history, 100%, is when he screams, "I'm lost," because the leaf falls in front of him. That is pure comedy. I don't care if you're a kid. It's a cartoon. I don't give a fuck. That right there, that is what comedy is. Okay? Taking something that we never really thought about. Okay? But then taking something that you also will see in real life. Like they don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like
they
if you
start
draw a
scattered.
line,
Yeah.
they won't cross it. Right? And it's just a fucking line.
Yeah, they have
So
no balls,
seeing
is
that in
what
a
you're
movie
saying.
where he loses his mind, has a full meltdown because of a fucking leaf landing in front of him, that's comedy, baby. That's what it's about right there.
But see, you just gave me a great point. I'm gonna whip your ass right now. You ready
Okay.
for this?
I'd like
you
to see
said
you
that
try it.
ants can't cross a line. Means they're stupid, right? They have no balls. They have no courage, right? A monster crosses the line into that door not knowing what day he faces every single day.
It took another ant, a smart ant, who's been around it. They've crossed the line. They've been back and forth across the line
Fuck
a couple times.
outta here.
Okay?
They're
And they
always
were like,
every day.
watch my eyes, don't look away. And
Yeah.
it just has them falling. And that's,
I mean,
that's
hey,
what you need.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that's not funny as shit. Bugs Life's got some funny movies,
And the
funny
part
moments.
with salt, having a snail scream about salt because we all know that, makes them shrivel
can't
up or
stand it,
whatever. That's comedy. That is true fucking comedy.
No,
right there. I
that's
fucking
funny.
love it.
But you can't say that there's any type of bromance or anything that's better in a Pixar movie than Sully and Mike.
I guess.
Is there any... Okay, tell me a fucking duo
Dream team.
and a Bug's Life that looks and feels better and more realistic
The
of
little
friends.
roly-poly twins. Greatest
Hey,
duo of all
them, yeah,
time.
those
Yeah,
guys,
tell me
yeah,
you
fuck
don't love
out of
them.
here. No.
They just roll in and
No,
out.
they're the most
everywhere.
annoying characters of the entire movie, and I'll tell you why. You want to know? Because they live in their own shit, but Disney didn't want you to see that. Those little roly-polies live in filth.
They were happy
Right?
though, weren't they?
They weren't happy. They didn't talk English.
They were living their dream. They get to roll around and shit and be a part of a carnival. Come on.
You're outside your mind. I have
Living the
another,
best
like
life.
I said, I was going to say it earlier.
Mike
I have-
Wazowski, complete fucking pussy. He hasn't scared anybody a day in his goddamn
Are you
life.
kidding me?
But he
Worst
gets bitches,
character.
though.
Yeah, he get bitches.
He got one bitch.
Hey,
with snakes for
but
hair.
he got a
Yeah,
bitch.
She was kind of,
But hey,
kind of tough.
He got a bitch with 7 other bitches on her head. Sully didn't get one bitch in the entire... He didn't get a bitch in the franchise. He didn't get a bitch in the second. He didn't get a bitch in the third. Or the first, my bad.
Right. So Mike Wazowski gets to hang out with her a lot because we know he doesn't have genitals. So who gives a fuck about if he gives her
Oh,
genitals?
get the fuck out of here. You think Flick was really laying down Princess Nevi or whatever her
Absolutely. Bugs Life
Princess
2,
Anna,
whenever
sorry.
the fuck that comes out, they got at least 30 little ants running around.
There's no
they
way.
got Flick, Flack, and Fluck.
Fuck. There's no way a Bug's Life is ever going to come out. They're never going to have a Bug's Life 2 Electric Boogaloo. Like, they're never going to do that shit. They're never going to have a TV series in 2024, A Bug's Life Returns. And, Idris Elba's playing Flick. That's never going to happen.
Shit, you never
Why?
know.
Because it didn't reach the top like Monsters, Inc. did. Kids today know what Monsters, Inc. is. I promise you there's kids today that have no clue what fucking Bug's Life is.
Oh yeah, because I mean it's more colors
Right.
and shapes and people are idiots.
See, I would
understand.
disagree. I would say there's
They
probably
don't
more color in
understand
Bug's
the
Life.
the true
No.
like perfection that is Bug's Life. It's everything you could possibly want in one movie, right?
I highly disagree with that. Because there's a certain point where it falls off in the movie. There's a certain point when you're like, I'm pushing through. I'm pushing, and I know I got to get to the end.
I feel the same way about Monsters Inc.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
How? When the little girl fucks up the restaurant, which is the halfway point, by the way. The movie hasn't even started yet. That's when the real shit starts. It's because they interview the guy, and he's like, he threw me up in the head, was shaking me all about. You know?
Threw me up and shook me like a dog.
Yeah, shook me like a dog, right? And then the other guy was like, he shot laser beams at me. Like, all that shit, that's fucking funny. And especially now, because Pixar figured out the fucking, the theory in there. They've fulfilled it. So now, that kid that they're talking about, in 2001, is Jack in Incredibles 2.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah. That's fucking sick.
Well, not confirmed, though. So.
It is confirmed.
Who by who?
Everyone that's ever
Mr.
worked
Pixar?
at Pixar. Well, not me. You think Mr. Pixar even watches his fucking shows? He probably still thinks Ratatouille came out last week.
He only has lamps in his room.
Oh, man. That's funny. God damn, that's good right there. Clip it. Whatever the time's at, 15 minutes, clip that. But I would also say that the cast of characters, okay, is a lot stronger in Bug's Life. That I'll give you, okay? Because in Monsters, Inc., it really is just the bromance, which is strong. It's a lot more side characters, right?
Yeah.
But, as I was saying, to get my personal beef out there, you know how many times I've been called Heimlich? You know how many times people have been like, yeah, you look like the slug, actually, from A Bug's Life. That's how fat you are.
Hey, but people love him.
Right? No, they don't. That's not... Everyone hates Heimlich.
Everyone's favorite character.
I've never heard a single person like Heimlich in my life.
At the time when the movie came out, at least all of our aunts and grandmas and shit, they all fucking loved
Everybody
Heimlich.
would be like, could you do it?
Grandma bought the case. Remember how they had like the 4 different covers?
Oh, yeah, it was
they
his.
bought the Heimlich one because they loved it so much.
You're outside.
So
your
I
mind.
think it was a term of endearment, technically.
No,
but I understand.
You want to know why I know it's not a term of
I'm a
endearment?
fat caterpillar.
Because people would be like, "Can you do the line?" And come on, you're asking me to do a voice from a Pixar movie.
Right.
You know I could. But as an 8-year-old, I take it as you're calling me flat because they're like, I'm a beautiful butterfly. And I'm fucking crying when I go to the bathroom because you want to be an asshole. Okay? So fuck A Bug's Life forever.
Trauma.
That's what I'm saying. Monsters, Inc. didn't give me any trauma at all.
Bug's Life can't help what happened to you as a child. Don't take it out on Bug's Life. Go to a therapist.
Oh, my, you're outside your fucking mind. Get out of here. No way. Monsters, Inc. also has one of the, what's the thing from the beginning? With the woman with the feather eyes or the winged eyes? You know what I'm talking about? When, Wally, my God. Mike, when he first gets in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, why didn't he get scared? And they're like, and she goes, because... Most iconic line in history. That's the greatest line of all time. Nothing hits harder than that. Whoever that woman is, shout out you because you killed that character for those 10 seconds. And then fucking Mr. Waternoose.
Yeah.
Talk about an asshole.
Wouldn't he be the real villain
Right?
of Bug's Life?
Who?
Mr. Waternoose?
A Bug's Life.
Monster.
That's what I was going to say. Is when you think about it, he's the real villain because he doesn't want a kid at all anywhere. Mm-hmm. He wants to kill the kids and he wants to kill Boo. That's what
But you
the thing
did
is.
see what that song did to that monster. So he was just paranoid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Over a fucking sock.
A sock.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Would you say a 2319?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And again, it's become iconic. Right?
Right.
Has anything in Bug's Life become that iconic?
I don't give a fuck what become iconic or not in a movie. I'm debating whether or not the movie's good.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is that there's a lot more shit, whoops, sorry, Mike, that happens in Monsters, Inc., where you're like, oh, man, you just can't beat that. And you know what they also did with A Bug's Life? They had ants a few years later. Or not even a few years later,
Once
a few
again,
months.
you're bringing up things that can't be helped.
It can be. Because
WB
no one,
or DreamWorks or whoever
nobody
the fuck wanted
tried
to jump on it.
No.
They wanted to put their spin on it, and it was fucking trash. And no one's touched it since.
Nobody ripped
How
off
many
Monsters,
fucking
Inc.
monster movies have we seen?
It's never been like Monsters, Inc.
Movie yet? Movie Ants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that movie was weird as hell.
Outshot Woody Allen, you sexual predator, because he's the one that made it.
I ain't never seen an ant in a fucking drop of water in my life.
And especially one that's buff and doing wrestling moves. Never got that either. But with Monsters, Inc., no one ever has even tried to rip off that formula. Monsters have been around forever, but monsters and aliens going in, like working at a place that scares or makes kids happy. They have floating doors that each door goes into a universe that you don't even know.
Right.
Name me another movie that has that.
It took A Bug's Life and its success to get Monsters, Inc. to the point where everyone knew they couldn't touch Pixar anymore. Okay? It all starts with Bug's Life, and that's how it goes. But Monsters, Inc., I understand what you're saying. Okay? But what makes it big and what doesn't make it big and all that, I don't... That's like being like, this band is better because they sold more records. That shit doesn't matter to me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they had more impact. Like that was people like that more than the stuff in Bug's Life is what I'm saying. Because and again, I know you're gonna be like, yeah, but it came out in 2001 and that came out in 1998. But what I'm saying is either way, it's pop culture. Pixar's huge, right? So if there was something that was in A Bug's Life that was so fucking popular, right? It would probably have made it in today. It would probably be where people got tattoos of it and shit, right? Where Monsters, Inc. is legitimately, like, timeless now. Right. Like, everybody and their children have watched that. Where, with Bug's Life, yes, it's a good movie, but there's not stuff that, even for me, that I would be like, yeah, I'm going back for that. For Monsters, Inc., you can go back when you're in a hotel going to Missouri. You want to catch
Life
that
any day of the goddamn week and enjoy every single minute of it.
You're outside your goddamn mind.
I love A Bug's Life. You're delusional.
It's not that good.
You're crazy.
No, are you kidding me? The fucking scene when they're getting attacked by the bird in the beginning of the movie or whatever, and they're like trying to go down the cracks. That takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's an intense scene because that's
it is
what it's
not
like.
Intense.
Are you crazy?
As a kid, I got up to get popcorn. You're outside your fucking mind.
You're an idiot. Okay, there's no way. That is like action packed. You're like, oh shit, what's about to happen? And he's in there. He's got to take a dandelion to get to safety. Shit's crazy. Okay, Bug's Life has all of that shit. It's got the heart racing scenes. It's got the heartwarming. It's got the comedy. It's fun. I understand, though, that Monsters, Inc. is probably more popular, truly, because I was just thinking about this. What if people's true fear of bugs makes them, be like, I'm not going to like this? It's not as, cutesy.
Well, I know.
As Monsters, Inc. It's more colorful, more,
We know someone that they didn't like A Bug's Life because of that. Shout out Matthew.
Oh, okay. Fuck Matthew.
Yeah. Because remember, Dennis Leary plays a ladybug, and he's like, I don't like ladybugs. They creep me the hell out. So,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I get why people would like Monsters, Inc. more. And then also, just all the different things that happen, and it's more enjoyable, I guess, for some people.
Yeah.
But for me, Bug's Life is way more fucking fun. I love everything about it, from beginning to end. Monsters, Inc., I do enjoy Monsters, Inc. I think it's a good movie. But I also think it's highly overrated. I wouldn't put it at the very top. So.
Not even in top 5.
Top 5? No.
What the fuck? I would be very interested to see what your top 5 Pixar movies if Monsters, Inc. does not even touch the 5.
Yeah, well, we're not going to list them, though.
No, I know. I'm not saying now.
Run through them in episodes at some point.
No, I'm not saying now. Yeah, I'm saying in the future. One thing I do have to say, because I just thought about it, so I do kind of have to eat my words. There is one thing that is slightly iconic about A Bug's Life is the fucking trailer scene.
The trailer scene.
Trailer scene? You know what I'm talking about? It's in every Pixar movie ever created.
Oh, the light.
The Pizza Hut, or the Pizza Planet next to the trailer, and she's in there screaming, the lights on, the lights off, whether, it changes, depending on the movie.
Right.
That is one that started in A Bug's Life. So, shout out that, because that is pretty fucking cool, how it's in everything.
An iconic scene for Bug's Life also, by the way, is the light, the fly going in the...
I can't help it. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
I don't know about now if people still reference it, but I swear to you, at the time this movie came out, everyone loved that trailer and thought it was the funniest shit. I remember Dad losing his fucking mind every time it came on.
That makes absolute so much sense right there.
Yeah.
because I could see Dad be like, "You can't help it. It's so beautiful," and like him fucking like smacking a table and shit. Shout out, Dad. You'll be on Vast Difference episode 27, so look forward to that.
Oh shit! All right,
We're doing Mom versus Dad.
All right.
I don't know where we're at if I need to plug or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the end of the episode. Before we get to polls, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at 1722 Podcast.
Yes, please.
Make sure to always vote in the poll every single Sunday night on Instagram. We're trying to find polls on other things. We have a TikTok. We have pretty much everything social media now. Oh,
That's right.
This will be officially on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, that's right. Officially on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we're officially on there. So anyone that's got an iPhone because they haven't want to switch over to Android, the much better option. They can get it over at Apple Podcasts. So let them know that. Trying to think if there's any other plugs.
We just started a Reddit. So we're on there, 1722 Podcast.
Oh, that's right.
There.
Yeah.
Let's talk some shit. Talk shit about us. Let's have some fun.
Talk shit about me.
All right, what's the results? What we got?
It's a 1720 generation.
All right. Between Twitter and Instagram, Monsters Inc. won 10-3.
I knew it.
It's a bloodbath.
That's another L. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. Call me L Fanning.
Oh my Jesus. Well, we before we sign off here, thank you for watching. Thank you for voting in the poll and all that. We hope you liked it. Next week probably won't do a movie because we've been doing a few of those, so we'll probably do something random.
Yeah. Let us know what you want us to do.
Yeah, let us know. Legitimately, let us know in the comments.
Decide. Let's have some fun.
What you think me and him debate would be funny. If Tyus wants to get on a triple threat, because that's what it'll be whenever it's a three of us. It's a triple threat.
I'm even cool with them being like, hey, you guys should do this next, and Austin should take this, and Blake should take this, and they decide it, and then we just roll with it, whatever it is.
That'd be a great idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
that would make it real fun. Especially if we have to really fight against things that we love, so.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
One more word. Thank you for coming with a U.